if we just frame it in these terms, you can see this kind of insane investments happening now. Microsoft putting up 100 billion, and OpenAI, of course, and Google already have probably more compute than they say, and are probably leading as well, and XAI and Meta, and everyone is doing it. And China, of course, with Tencent, Baidu, Alibaba, etc. I mean, there are these companies that are investing in compute infrastructure to levels that we have never seen before. But basically, to train a model in the future, you would need the power of New York City or something. And that is not sustainable. I mean, either we're going to have these kind of very, very few super big AGI kind of systems that is owned by a few set of people or companies, which is scary, or we can find a technology that can really train this model in a much more efficient way. And I think the latter is really needed. And I'm really scared if we are going to continue to see this kind of extreme concentration of power now into a few select companies. What do you think about that?
Well, I'm thinking, first of all, is that also a question of open source or not open source?
Nice segment.
Perhaps it could be. And I share your rather dystopian potentially scary future where you have like 2-3 companies in the world that everybody else is dependent on.
Yes.
Because what do we know happens when you have oligopolies or monopolies? Well, inefficiencies in the economy, to be talking like an boring economist, but in practice that means that we're paying too much for things that could be less costly, and we're putting too much power in the hands of too few people.
And connect this with the open source trajectory that you will go on.
I was thinking, if you don't open up the hood, if you keep the secrets close to yourself, then the magic, then it will be more difficult to kind of innovate on the basis of what has already been achieved, I imagine. So someone branching out, making a version of this or something, or startups that would be developing applications on top of a language model might not have the same way of springing up